Good morning, everyone. Good morning, my friend. I'm Mark. I'm from the Steel-mate. Welcome to our Canton Fair live showroom.
Good morning, everyone. I am Will. I'm from Steel-mate. Welcome to our Canton Fair live show. Today, let me brief introduction about our company first. As we know, our Steel-mate is more than 27 years, and we are the leading company for the manufacturer of the electronic products such as the car alarm system, motorcycle alarm system, parking sensor, and also we develop some kind of the new product such as the blind spot detection, one safety system, FCW, baby alarm, and so on.
Yes, Mr. Will, yes. As we see, we heard a lot of so many new products such as the blind spot detection, such as FCW, such as baby alarm. I think that this kind of the product, it is the newest and then the latest product we developed in recently. But do you have any idea about the Steel-mate? Because as I see, many years ago, Steel-mate, it is a small company. More than 27 years ago, it is a small company. It is only a small company in Dongfengtang, and then it developed so fast in the past 30 years. And then I suppose, do you have any idea about the Steel-mate? Because as we see, we have cooperated so many buyers, so many agents, so many dealers in the past 27 years, and then we develop different kind of the product. But there's some newcomer to our vehicle market, to our vehicles developments, the spare parts development. So maybe we have a brief introduction in the video to introduce the Steel-mate, so that they know, Steel-mate has cooperated so many kind of the car maker. Steel-mate also cooperates so many have developed so many products.
There will be a video about the introduction for our product and our customer cooperated for our product confidence. And then let us our friends to see our company radio for the introduction.
The world's first four-wheeled car was produced in Germany in 1886. And since then, the automotive industry ushered in a blowout period of development. With the tremendously industrial growth in recent years, the automotive industry has officially entered the mature stage from the growth stage. As the world is moving forward, so does the automotive industry. The world automotive industry is evolving at a strikingly fast pace characterized by more sensor fusion solutions, smarter control system, and faster real-time networked system. And this is what exactly Steel-mate has been working on. Steel-mate Company Limited has been focusing on the design and development of the automotive safety electronics for the automotive aftermarket since 1993, which was established, and with great achievements made in the past 2 decades, it has become one of the leading automotive parts provider in China, specializing in design, manufacture, and serve automotive safety electronics. In 2003, Steel-mate strategically expanded into OE business with dedication to OE market for over a decade. Steel-mate has forged a reliable business relationship with mainstream car manufacturers such as JAC, Chang'an Auto, Geely Auto, Cherry Auto, Great Wall Motor, Xiaopeng Auto, BAIC Motor. As a technically leading automotive electronics provider, Steel-mate is always customer-oriented and has independently developed Body Control Module BCM series with extraordinary data computing and processing abilities. BCM is capable of centralized control of a variety of in-car electronic devices, such as electronic device for door and window control, central control lock, remote alarm system, light control, wiper control, to further satisfy customer demand on more convenient driving. Steel-mate makes a step forward to launch IBCM that integrates multiple functions of the BCMs. keyless entry and start PEPS series with low frequency and low frequency two-way wireless communication. PEPS is able to remotely control opening car door and starting the car when the PEPS is detected in the defined range. Advanced RFID radio frequency identification technology used will authorize the vehicle to activate the system functions such as automatic unlock, keyless ignition. T-Box to follow the industrial trend of intelligent and convenient driving. Steel-mate rolls out T-Box system, which enables the interactive functions between internet and hardware in the vehicle, making it possible to view vehicle status, to control or start vehicle remotely through the app in smartphone that is designed to participate in the vehicle control system. Furthermore, Steel-mate has technically engaged in the development of Parking Assist System (PAS), Tire Pressure Monitoring System (TPMS), and is offering on the market a set of automotive electronic solutions, including sensors, controllers, and networked devices, in order to serve the car manufacturer better and keep in alignment with the automotive development trend. Steel-mate established the Guangdong Engineering Technology (R&D) Center by taking advantage of high-performance data processing and strategy algorithm in onboard computer and 5G-based connectivity to facilitate the traffic information between vehicle and man, vehicle and road. Vehicle and back-end control systems exchanged and shared in a more intelligent manner, achieving a safer, greener, and more enjoyable driving. With the product development experience and technical accumulations gained from OE business, Steel-mate upgrades the products that target aftermarket business, attaching more importance to technology and quality of products. Since 1993, Steel-mate has served millions of drivers in over 12,000 outlets in more than 800 cities across China to meet the requirements of aftermarket. Steel-mate has launched over 5,000 types of automotive electronics all through these years, including Car Alarm System, CAS, as China's #1 brand in car alarm system. Steel-mate has developed a number of car alarm systems, including one-way alarm and two-way alarms, which are both stylish and trendy. With in-depth analysis of consumer preferences in the market, Steel-mate will be continuously offering drivers more options of alarm solutions. Tire Pressure Monitoring System, TPMS, involving from black-white display to color display, from powered by electrical power supply to solar energy, from external sensor to built-in sensor. Steel-mate TPMS has emerged as the best product of its kind, a benchmark in the industry. In 2019, Steel-mate Mini Ones, a multifunctional TPMS specifically designed for women, made its debut. It keeps the original TPMS function while integrating more daily life convenience, such as in-car scent freshener, mobile phone holder, and parking number reminder, together with its Microns color scheme, making it well received among female drivers. Parking Assist System, PAS, with in-depth command of ultrasonic sensing technology. Steel-mate developed parking sensors for both front and rear obstacle detection. The system is able to detect accurately the obstacles and remind drivers of the distance, assisting drivers with driving in narrow lanes, reverse parking, and parallel parking. Blind spot detection, BSD, with microwave radar technology. Steel-mate developed a blind spot detection system that can detect approaching cars from blind or from the neighboring lanes entering the blind zones, and then remind drivers of being cautious when changing or merging lanes under such circumstances, helping drivers keep a safer driving in harsh environments such as in rainy, foggy, or snowy weather. Front collision warning, FCW. Steel-mate was the first company adopting military-grade microwave radar technology to develop FCW that detect accurately the dynamic distance between the front vehicles when driving at a speed of over 30 km/h. The system can work well all day long without being influenced by bad environment such as in rain, foggy, snowy, and hazy weather, and issue warnings if necessary to avoid potential collisions. Wireless driving safety system and integration of multiple functional modules. In 2019, Steel-mate brought forward the innovative concept of multi-modular safety application configurations and later revealed its wireless driving safety system, which integrated the various safety functions used for safe driving and displayed all the real-time driving data via its DVR screen, existing Android infotainment dashboard or LED screen. thus improving significantly the driving safety and comfort. This system also is designed to allow drivers to select their favorite safety applications based on personal requirements and purchase preferences. Hammer Audio. Driving, besides being safe, should also be enjoyable. Steel-mate has dived deep in the research in car audio and created Hammer Audio brand with a set of audio products including DSP power amplifier, onboard power amplifier, onboard subwoofer, and high-quality loudspeaker. With the customer-tailored products and services, Steel-mate is providing drivers with a safer and more acoustically enjoyable ride. Every innovation is by no means accidental, adhering to the principle that innovation creates productivity. Steel-mate has established a large R&D team with more than 1,000 professionals who are involved in research and design programs with universities and research institutes, as well as business partners such as Chongqing University, Beijing Institute of Technology, and Guangdong University of Technology, Hong Kong Applied Science and Technology Research Institute, LeaderTech Incorporated, Hong Kong Productivity Cantor. In addition, Steel-mate established a strategic partnership with world-known European and American companies and were granted for more than 500 local and international patents with over 70,000 technical articles published. Where there's no standard, there's no quality. This is the universally acknowledged rule in manufacturing sector. In this regard, Steel-mate has passed the strict management system of IATF 16949-2016 specifically for automotive industry and other standards such as ISO 9001, ISO 14000. All these standards and systems are being kept effectively running to ensure the quality. Steel-mate Industrial Park covers an area of more than 60,000 square meters and are mainly equipped with 45 modern production lines, a fully automatic AK1 workshop, an in-house mold workshop, and ISO 17025 compliant testing center. All are respectively arrayed with high-speed, high-precision automatic machinery from world-class companies in Germany and Japan, like Siemens and Yamaha. Solid product development and production capacity, together with continuous pursuit of innovation and high quality, are the making of Steel-mate. This is what Steel-mate stands in China. Think safety. Think Steel-mate. This is a serious commitment made by the Steel-mate that to serve each and every customer with the most willing heart all through the entire process, starting from product innovation to product after-sales service. Having customers' voices listened, their requirements satisfied, and their defective products freely returned. Steel-mate actively organizes marketing meetings with deeply studying customer requirements and established Steel-mate Business School with top consulting institutions to map out optimal product marketing solutions based on marketing strategy and image promotion of service provider, thereby creating a new business value chain in the aftermarket business by helping service providers to build more connections with customers and then achieve more footfalls. Steel-mate in the world. Steel-mate stands high in Chinese market and is expanding into world market. Steel-mate is vigorously expanding into international market by exploring in-depth cooperation with famous overseas automotive parts brands to cater to the needs of customers worldwide. So far, Steel-mate has provided for millions of overseas drivers with various products that found good markets there. Moreover, since 2003, Steel-mate has kept attending overseas automotive exhibitions and frequently won international awards, demonstrating Chinese quality products and the refreshing image of Chinese enterprise. By 2020, Steel-mate products have been exported to and sold in over 8,000 outlets in more than 50 countries and regions worldwide. With quality products and trustworthy brand service, Steel-mate products are highly recognized by customers at home and abroad.
Για πάνω από 10 χρόνια. Σκεφτείτε με ασφάλεια, σκεφτείτε Steel-mate.
Ja Steel-mate toodab maailma parimaid parkimishaldureid.
Think Steel-mate. Steel-mate yra patikimas mūsų partneris daugiau nei 10 metų.
Steel-mate has been our reliable partner for years with high quality products.
Steel-mate has been our reliable partner for years with high quality products. Think safety, think Steel-mate.
Друзям і знайомим. Переможемо разом!
Allowing me to manage my tire pressure conveniently Team Safety.
Team Safety Steel-mate。
将军的产品是一个值得信赖与经营的品牌。
Team Safety Steel-mate。
Компания Avix сотрудничество с STEELMATE с 2000 года.
未来的市场发展，我们依然会选择铁将军的产品。
老品牌，质量好，是每个车主服务之选。
将军大品牌，质量优，价格合理。
铁将军不点，从未让我们失望。
或者出来什么新的产品啊，我们会给予这个推荐。
与铁将军的合作非常愉快，我坚持相信铁将军的产品。
跟铁将军合作，放心。
铁将军出品，从未让我失望。
想到安全，想到主张。
想到安全，想到安全，
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 想到安全，
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 想到铁将军，
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 想到铁将军，耶！
想到铁将军，
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 想到铁将军。
Team Safety SYM HONDA 从未让我们
铁将军的合作非常
Team Safety SYM HONDA
As a leader in automotive electronics, STEELMATE has always been at the forefront of making automotive safety electronics available on the market in China. This is STEELMATE, a dominating achiever in China, a vigorous competitor in the world. Think safety, think STEELMATE.
Hello, welcome back to our Canon Fair Live. After seeing this video, I think our friends will be better know our STEELMATE. You can see that our STEELMATE have a strong R&D researching, and we can do from the product design to the production. We have the R&D researching to design, and then we have the routing center, and then we have the assembly line to make production for PCB part ourselves. And we also have the test center for monitoring our products quality and certificate. And this is why we have so many customers around the world. And thanks for our dealer and customer for our congratulations to our STEELMATE in the video. And Mark, I know that STEELMATE is one of the company is from the very small company to start now will be a very one of the leading electronic product manufacturer in China. So could you know our STEELMATE, how is this start from the beginning? I heard that our STEELMATE start from the basic product of the motorcycle alarm.
Yeah, you are correct, Mr. Liu. As we see with STEELMATE, actually here is a story about the founding of the STEELMATE. So many years ago, the boss, Mr. Li, he want to develop one kind of the motorcycle alarm to help the driver in the safety driving and then for the safety of the motorcycle. Okay, let me have a story about this motorcycle. As we see here, it is the live show in our showroom of the STEELMATE. There is a big showroom in here, but when the people come to visit and see our showroom, there are so many products around this showroom. But there's a very funny. There are so many customers just asking me why there is a motorcycle is there. The motorcycle looks a little bit a little bit old. Yeah, actually, it is many years ago. Here is the beginning and the story about the STEELMATE. Mr. Li, he owned a motorcycle 30 years before, and then one day his motorcycle was stolen by a thief. So at that moment, he started to thinking, could it be possible to develop one kind of the products or one kind of the devices to help him to ensure the safety of the motorcycle. Because at around 30 years ago, motorcycle, it is very expensive and very hard to buy it actually, because all the whole of the motorcycle is imported from the Japan or from another European country. So at this moment, motorcycle it is belong a luxury product in 30 years before 30 years ago. So if the motorcycle is stolen, it is a great loss to the common people. So Mr. Lee started to thinking to develop one kind of the product to ensure the safety of the motorcycle. So Steel-mate developed the first motorcycle alarm in China market, so that it can help the motorcycle driver, the rider to avoid the stolen, avoid the thief at this moment. So that after some years, about maybe 2 years or 1 year later, he finally found the motorcycle back, and then he placed the first motorcycle here for remind himself, to remind their employee, we should develop the better product for the driver, for the rider, and then for the passenger, for the safety, for their treasure. So that is the slogan about our Steel-mate: think safety, think Steel-mate. Because we wanted to think safety first, and then we will develop so many products later for the rider, for the driver, and then for the passenger. Okay, here it is the short story. It is about the founding of the Steel-mate. And then after Mr. Lee developed the first motorcycle alarm, he found the Steel-mate to develop more product. So here it is the story about it. Actually, Mr. Lee, after he found the first motorcycle, and then he develops so many products later. So at this moment, today we will talking about the originals, I think the originals, idea, originals, the product. It is the motorcycle alarm. As I know, so many the country they have the motorcycle alarm for the motorcycle at this moment, since we have a cooperate with the car maker, the motorcycle maker at this moment. But in some country, as I know, the motorcycle have a different version. The basic version, it is only with the key to lock and the knob to cover the key lock. When I go to the Vietnam or go to Thailand for the travel, I've been to the Lanta Island in the Thailand. I rent a motorcycle, and then when I have this motorcycle, they only have a very simple, only one key, without any alarm, without any lock for it. And this moment, I'm just thinking, maybe if somebody stole my motorcycle, that will cause my loss. At this moment, so I got a little bit worried about it. So at this moment, maybe we can still have the motorcycle alarm market is still there, but it is up to the people how to promote it and make it spread it wider, and then sell it further at this moment. So that is the reason we will talking about the motorcycle alarm. Okay, maybe we talking the first product. It is ours, the motorcycle, the basics model. Mr. Will, do you know some function about the basic one, about the motorcycle alarm?
Basically, this is our very basic one motorcycle. You can see that is the package is very small.
Compact design.
Compact design. So that means that we can one time to switch many boxes for this to save our customer cost.
I think it's the one box, one carton. One carton can be low about 40, around 40 pieces, 40 set in one carton. So it can help less the shipment cost.
You can see that there will be the ECU. Can you see that the ECU is a compacted siren of it? Compacted siren of it. That means this ECU is also have been installed the siren of it. No need to install the actual siren to other side. What's more, you can see the socket. You can see the socket there is the pin design, have been designed for our engineer, and then just you install this cable of it. That means it is very convenient for our customer to install this car alarm, motorcycle alarm system.
Actually, here's the one of the side of the cable for the installation for it. But in this moment, for this kind of the motorcycle alarm, actually so many motorcycles, the maker, they have the preserved one of the socket is there. Actually, you don't need to have additional wiring, to have the lamp wiring, to have the engine wiring, ACC wiring. Actually, they do not, because the agreement for the motorcycle, it is the common in global. So they will preserve one of the port here. You remove the original, you remove the socket out, and then you pack it into it. That will be finished for it. And then we will prevent the 3M sticker for the motorcycles alarm. And then this kind of the motorcycle alarm, it is the latest motorcycle alarm Steel-mate developed. And then it is also in a good price. So Mr. Will, do you know why this time I just put the siren together with the motorcycle alarm? Do you know why?
Could you make more explanation of it? Why we put them together, not separate like normal product?
Okay, we considering because as we see, we always have a cooperate with some motorcycle maker. So at this moment, they require me to make the siren together with the PCB board. That means that we make the whole size in the compact size. Two reasons for it. The first reason, we make the smaller and compact size that will help the installer, and then the installer, the less the installation time.
Yeah.
With the less installation time is required. But the second reason, if I put them together, I will put in the glue for the waterproof, for the rain proof, waterproof, for the dusty proof. So it means that the whole set of the siren will be protected well at this moment. And at the same time, we will not lower the noise. Actually, the noise to me the siren. So we think a lot about this kind of product. So there is the reason. There's the two kind of the reason we put them together. It will be more. And what is more? When we stick to the motorcycle, we will installation will be less time, and then it is easy to install it. So we think about it. So that's the reason we put the siren for it. And then what is more, when we are shipped to the Vietnam country or to the Thailand country, we will also have the fuse in case there is the shocker happen at this moment. That is the difference, because as we see, sometimes the overcurrent, the over voltage will be happen maybe in the beginning. Indicates the engine at this moment. So we consider it. We will have the two fuse with it. Okay, here it is the brief introduction about our motorcycle alarm, and then we can see this now the package. This is the package. It is we design for actually this is for the Vietnam agents, the markets, the new design. And then here is our traditional is the yellow and then the black. Together, this is very our style. And then the second, we have the agents. We have the agents, the contact, and the information there. It will help the agent sales well at this moment. So as I explained in the TPMS, why we print our agent information here, that is very simple. Because we still may support all the agent in global. As long as we becomes a good relationship, and then we have same target, we have to fight at this moment. So we will support our agent to sell it well. All the people enjoy a good product, they want to find want to buy more, they have to got the information. That is the reason we will bring our agents the information on this part, so that it will help them to sell it better. So what is more, we considering different market and then different products, so we decide will be different, so that when the people buy the product, maybe to some degree, sometimes maybe they buy the yellow and black in the one level of the product. Another level, such as this, the PKE, it is another one. That is the easy for the seller, the dealer, to to know it, to recognize which kind of product they buy. And then when they import it, they can they can see the color, they can know, oh, this is the product is there. They don't know to take it out to see, oh, this is the what is the number, what is it on it. So that is the reason we develop the product. We will think a lot for the agent, for the dealer, for the importer. So for them, what is more, as we see, we develop one kind of the product or one series of product. We will have some number is here. This is the model number. There is the model number.
This is the customer model number, right?
Actually, this is a series of the model number, as we see. For this kind of product, we call it the MT66, and then the PKE will MT88. So when the people come to their shop, or at least when the dealer want to import it, they will easy to distinguish. That's the whole series for it. When they enjoy the this kind of the product well, they can go back to buy this imported more product from our agent. So that is the reason we thinking a lot for our customer. We thinking a lot for our agent. Mr. Bill, do you have a brief introduction about the function? What function about on it?
About the function, this for this economy, this low cost motorcycle alarm system. You can see that we have the basic function for arm and disarm. When we have the arm situation, there will be the signal lamp to flash and the siren chirp. And then if you, it also have the mute arming function. Mute arming function that means that if have the button to mute the siren. Then when we arm or disarm, there will be low siren sound for it. Just the signal light to flash to remind you to arm and disarm.
Excuse me. I see. The mute the alarm or mute the function, it means that the siren will not trip at this moment. But in the common one, when we are the defaulted setting for this product,
will be have sound.
Yes, the siren, it is not in the mute mode. It is in the siren mode. So it can available for the rider to choose to be the mute mode, because to some degree they think that the trip it is a little bit noisy. Actually, because the siren is very loud. The siren it is very loud. If they think, oh, maybe I think it is a little bit loud for us, I believe I can get in the mute situation. But in the mute situation, it is also our alarm situation is also available, also working at this moment. So, but it is optional for our rider to choose this function. Okay, do you share more idea for this kind of product?
And then for the last function is for the locating. Locating means where we have the alarm and when we park our motorcycle to somewhere else. When we cannot find it, we can push the button alarm button to you can button this icon, and then we can have our siren to alarm to have the signal to us to know where our motorcycle to park.
I see. That is locating.
Yeah.
To locating your motorcycle. If you have received you park the motorcycle in somewhere, because as you see, maybe the super mall or some of the place, so many motorcycles you want to find it, they will take some time for it. So it can be have a locating, easy to locate it for it. And then I'm gonna forget to share the one more issue. When I in the Vietnam, I find it's that, in my opinion, that I've been to so many countries in the South Asia country. There are so many the motorcycle in the Vietnam at this moment. But I have observed. I just stand on the street about 2 hours. You know it. You know it. Do you know last time I've been there, been to Ho Chi Minh? I just stand for the street to observe about how the Vietnam people, how to use the motorcycle, how they do it, how they lock the car, how they do the motorcycle. I'm just observe them. We find that actually they just turn off the ACC, and then they leave the motorcycle in the dock, and then outside, and then they will walk straight to their place. I find it they less to just lock it or do anything. So that is the reason. If you want to, it's very simple for me. If you want to turn off the ACC, and then you just put the button, lock, that will be finished for our product. There's the alarm. There will be the alarm, and then everything will be there to help them. So you will not, if the motorcycle will be not stolen. And then what is more, there's one more that my experience when I in abroad. I just come with a friend to strolling in the morning to the river. So he drive the motorcycle with me to the riverside, and then I'm just asking him, okay, you can leave the motorcycle here, that will be okay. He said, no, I have to put the motorcycle up to the low side, higher than low side, because as you see, there are some of the
smaller to the
for it, because sometimes if somebody stole my motorcycle, I can go there fast. If I park it very far or to another side of it, it will be a danger. So that is the reason. I don't know the motorcycle is when I've been to the Vietnam, I think motorcycle alarm should be very popular or it should be everywhere. But I think that we find it is not. It is not. This is the motorcycle I remember is Honda. So I just borrow the key to see whether to check the key, whether there's the lock, unlock on it. And find it is only a common key without any alarm or any the button or it to control the motorcycle. So at this moment we think that we always think maybe motorcycle alarm is many years ago. It have been advertised for the long time for many countries. But I find that the user of the motorcycle, they less with the motorcycle alarm. So I think this motorcycle, it is not very old one. I think it is 3 years to the 5 years, around 3 years, I suppose. So it is also the Honda. I remember the brand is Honda style motorcycle. That is the reason we need this motorcycle alarm. Will be held them very easy. If I want to have running on the near the river side, so I do not need to worry about my motorcycle whether will be stolen by the thief. So that is the reason we think that motorcycle alarm can be promoted, can be developed at this moment. But some of the concepts, some of the advertise, if they or the Thailand people or more the people know it, they will be better for this moment. So that is the reason today we still talking about the motorcycle alarm, and then next product will be more attractive actually but first we finish this kind of the product first, and then. Okay, so please share more function about this motorcycle alarm. Could you?
The last function you can see that there will be the emergency alarm. Emergency alarm. That means that when you install our motorcycle alarm system, and then when you have the alarm stator for it, when you come back to the motorcycle and you not to disarm the system and turn the ACC on, there will be the siren trip for it. For remind you, your motorcycle have been turned on the ACC on, or someone want to slap your motorcycle to turn on the ACC on, there will be the alarm and the siren to be beep sound for to it. For some time, the engine will be immobilized in case it's really someone who want to slap your motorcycle. This is a function for it. And then.
Okay, that's what the function for it can be immobilized. Motorcycle.
When we have the alarm, when we have the arm stator for the button.
Okay.
And someone or someone want to turn on your motorcycle to ACC on, there will be the arming alarm, the siren alarm.
Will be pew 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 or something kind of.
If really the staff for steal your motorcycle, they will be continue to alarm. If not, put the disarm button.
Okay, here is the one of the function and the operation for it. Please share more. Could you share more about the function?
About this, for the motorcycle alarm system, we always think about the security. We always afraid our motorcycle will be slapped by will be stolen by the thief. And then we also have the anti-hijack function. Anti-hijack function, that means that if really some guys stole your motorcycle to some meter, we can use our button to put the 2 seconds for the arm button.
Okay.
And then will be the turning line will be fresh, and then will be the motorcycle engine will be immobilized after 10 seconds. That means when the theft stole our motorcycle for some distance, we can timely to put our button for the arm for 2 seconds. The motorcycle will be immobilized in 10 seconds.
Okay.
That means that our thief cannot stolen our motorcycle.
Okay, I see. I understand what you are talking about. SBC, I just experienced, just sharing, just a very funny experience.
Yeah.
My little daughter, at first, he found another remote for my motorcycle, and then one day I want to drive it out. He know this kind of the function. It means that when I drive it for some meters, and then she put this button for the 2 seconds, and then my motorcycle is immobilized.
Stop.
And I'm just checking what is the going on. Oh, is my little girl just take this my remote to play on it. So it is very funny, but it works. It can help you to immobilize the motorcycle when the thief stole it. Actually, why we develop anti-hijacking? Anti-hijacking, it means that when somebody taking your car, you still can stop the motorcycle by yourself. And this kind of the function, it is required by the Honda, by the Suzuki, by the what is it? Another name of
Yamaha.
Yamaha, Yamaha. There's their company. They really need this kind of the function for the anti-hijacking. Actually, as we see, this is an anti-hijacking function. It is one kind of the testing there's the testing list
Yeah.
for it. Okay, please share more.
Besides for this anti-hijacking function, we also can start our motorcycle to when we come into it.
Okay, because the light, some of my friends just send me a message. He saying the light is strong to have the flash on this box. The people cannot see very well. So okay, we put it here because our SBC the box it is with the shining with the what can I say? The design for it is very shining. When I'm the customer, I go to a shop.
So our alarm system also have the engine start function. That means that when we get close to our motorcycle, we can put our button to this thunder button, and for to put on this rise, and then our motorcycle will be engine start in advance for you get close to the motorcycle. That means that when you get close to the motorcycle, your motorcycle engine has been started, so you can drive your motorcycle to your home, back to your home, to somewhere very convenient for you.
Okay, I see. There's another function for it. Do you have a share more?
What's more, as you know, our ECU have the shock sensor for it.
Okay.
Shock sensor that means when someone want have the shock for our ECU, there will be the alarm to the beep sound from the siren, and the 29 will be flashed to alert someone to some guy who wants to close the motorcycle. And then maybe some people want to adjust the sensitivity of our shock sensor inside the ECU, and this function also available for this alarm system.
Okay, I see. It can the sensitivities of the shock sensor can be adjustable, right?
Yeah.
So maybe some of the customer they need high it is the sensitivity. As long as a little big things that touch the motorcycle, it can be alarm to scare the thief or something. But to some degree, they do not need the sensitivity in the high. Maybe it is low level the sensitivity. Do you know why? Because to some degree, they will stop the car. Maybe they just sitting on the motorcycle for some moment for the waiting for somebody, and then they can save the fuel. So that to some degree they will adjust the sensitivity to the low degree. But if somebody moves their motorcycle, you can be work at this moment. So that is the reason the sensitivities of the sensor, the shock sensor, can be adjusted, can be optional for the customer.
Yes.
Because different customers have a different choice for it. Okay, it looks very nice, the design for it.
Yes.
Okay, please share more.
More function of it. Normally we have the two remote for one motorcycle alarm system, but maybe some guy will be very careless. They will lost the remote. What can he do for it? No worry, you can buy another remote of the same series for our agent side. You can pair again to our ECU. That means that when you lost all two remote, you just buy again our remote for our agent, then to repair, to programming for our ECU, then it can be work again.
Okay, I see. It means that when we buy our motorcycles, the alarm, sometimes maybe a careless, just my friend, I should share a story about it. He go to the lift, and then I don't know why, to me I think it's a little bit unbelievable. He placed the remote on the lift, and then the remote dropped to the lift, the gap. Do you know the door of the lift? When they close the door, there's the gap on it. I don't know why he dropped the key, the remote to it, and he asking me, could it be possible to have reprogrammed to the original this alarm, this motorcycle alarm? I think it can be work. So actually we have the two remotes for our motorcycle alarm. One it is the spare, another is can
normal
be
use.
Yeah, normal use. If you lost the one, you can find the spare one. That will be okay.
Yeah.
And then what is more, ours here is the battery for ours remote. So it can be when we open the lower part, it can be changed the battery. If use the actually, how can I adjust? So when do I need to change the battery? When I put this button to send a signal to the motorcycle, the motorcycle a little bit delay. I think that the power for it is not strong enough. That is that at this moment, please change the battery for it. But this battery is very common in the market. It is not very rare or customized battery for it. So it is the very good one for it. By the way, do you have any suggestion for installation for this motorcycle alarm?
For the installation, normally our ECU will install near the metal part because there will maybe some interference for our ECU inside part to affect the function of it. We normally suggest to install in the rear side of our seat back side and then the upside to stick on the just like this stick on beside the siren will be beside.
Will be opposite to the below to
the ground to up install it in case any water, any rain can be drilled into this siren part.
Okay, I see.
Because it is socket of it there.
Yeah. Because we have the waterproof for the internal of the component, but as we see, we have a connection here cannot be ensured the waterproof because original motorcycle maker they just preserve on the plug. The plug is here is not for the waterproof or anything. So that is the reason when we install the motorcycle alarm, we should be just like this. This is the this part with the 3M stick here, and then here is the part of the motorcycle internal, just a stick here. So maybe Mr. Will, could you share the picture to 將佢放大，跟住俾個機睇住。Okay, Mr. Will show you a picture about it.
You can see this. This is the lock correct installation location. It's also lock correct installation location because the siren is upside down. You can install like this and like this. The siren is the downside of the ground.
Yeah, the downside, just like this.
Yes.
So that is the installation we suggested to our customer in case there's the water get into it for the damage for it. So for some years, as we see, we are confident to our product, but past few years, maybe the shock kit, as you see, there's a shock kit here, so we cannot ensure the shock kit of when they're drinking the water. If I have the shock kit circle on it, there will be a problem. As you see, there's the metal plate is here. Okay, so for this kind of it is the basic function for it. Besides this kind of function, do you have more, or do you have a more idea share about this kind of the new motorcycle alarm? Okay, let me check with it. Almost the function has been displayed for it, and then it can be available for the DC or the AC ignition, and then the power consumption for it is also very low. For the static, the current is less to the
3.5 mA.
So do you know why it is the low power consumption? Because when we supply the power for the motorcycle alarm, the battery for the motorcycle is limited. It's not big as the car. Yeah. So that is the reason when we develop this kind of the motorcycle alarm, we will have lowers the power consumption for it. Okay, it is very impressed and then very attractive, the motorcycle alarm. We have to recommend today the first product. Okay, if you want to know, more details or know more how to operate, how to do it, please contact our agent. We are also welcome. You leave the message to ours, how can I say, to comment in the comment.
Live.
Online is the comment, and then you are also welcome. You just share the more idea to us by the email. By the email, we are also have an idea about it. We can reply you timely. So this is the first product we introduced today. This is ours, the one-way. We call it the one-way motorcycle alarm. It can be meet your basic requirement. But now we are introduced one more. I think a little bit advanced.
Yeah.
A little bit advanced. The motorcycle alarm. Okay.
The one way.